god, isn't that fantastic? Whee! That is fantastic. Oh my god, that is fantastic.
That's shifting now. Oh, just hear it.
Oh, you can hear it now. Whoa, look at it go. Yeah, she's come this way. Oh, look at that. My god, it's shaking.
All systems operating normally, 900 miles an hour. The speed of Atlantis right now, 6 miles in altitude, 9 miles downrange.
Oh, it's amazing.
3 good auxiliary power units, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good main engines. Their work week with a Monday commute to orbit.
Monday commute to orbit.
1 minute 30 seconds into the flight. Atlantis 13 miles in altitude, 15 miles downrange, traveling almost 2,000 miles an hour. Good auxiliary power units, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good main engines. 1 minute 50 seconds into the flight. 10 seconds away from the solid rocket booster separation.
I can, but you can't pick it up on a vid. Like. That's it.
129 en route to the International Space Station. 2 minutes 20 seconds into the flight, 34 miles in altitude, 48 miles downrange. Atlantis traveling 3,200 miles an hour. Propulsion officer and mission control reports that the orbital maneuvering system engines have ignited. Atlantis kicking on the afterburners. Atlantis flying with the singular power of its 3 liquid fuel main engines, draining about a half a ton of fuel per second.
I can see it just about with my eyes, but I don't think the video's picking it up.
3-minute mark into the flight. Atlantis 46 miles in altitude, 81 miles downrange, traveling almost 4,000 miles an hour. Atlantis speeding straight as an arrow toward its date with the International Space Station Wednesday morning.
That's fantastic.
3.5 minutes into the flight, all of Atlantis' systems functioning by the book. 55 miles in altitude, 120 miles downrange, traveling almost 5,000 miles an hour.
5,000 miles an hour.
You're listening to coverage of the launch of Space Shuttle Atlantis on AM 1300 WMEL. Atlantis now on its way for its rendezvous with the International Space Station.
That's can't come back, eh?
I come back now.
Atlantis now too far downrange, too high in altitude to return to the launch site in the event of an engine failure. All 3 engines performing perfectly.
Well, can't you go to California? Or should you go in the wrong way?
20 seconds into the flight. Atlantis now 62 miles in altitude, 180 miles downrange, traveling almost 6,000 miles an hour. All systems performing Normally, Atlantis on course, on track for its preliminary orbit. The Environmental Systems Officer reports a good flash evaporator system activated for Atlantis, providing cooling for the shuttle's avionics until the payload bay doors are open about an hour and a half into the flight.
And that was that?
Atlantis scheduled to rendezvous with the International Space Station on day 3, and day 4 will be the first of the spacewalks performed on the International Space Station to install a new antenna, an S-band antenna. This will be an 11-day flight, landing back here at the Kennedy Space Center on November the 27th at 10:57.
A call up from Capcom Chris Ferguson indicating that Atlantis can now make minimal orbital altitude targets in the event of an engine failure. However, all 3 engines continue to perform normally, as do the auxiliary power units and the 3 power-producing fuel cells. 5.5 minutes into the flight, Atlantis now 67 miles in altitude, 312 miles downrange, traveling almost 8,000 miles an hour.
Frankfurt single engine up 3.
So I guess